get some people to connected. Facebook is connected. Good. I don't know who's watching, but hello. Add the chat. Say hey. I need to know who it is. If you can hear me, cool. Let me know if it needs more volume or less. That'd be great. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna close this because I don't need this, and then I don't need this at the moment. Yep, I can close that. I can close this also at the moment. I just really need the chat to see if anyone's gonna join, and then everything is here. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna close this for now, and I need to send a message. So let's go to messages real quick. Ooh, scanning audio units, that's totally fine. Do your thing. Arranging, yep, open.
Did you send me the link?
I'm about to. Okay, so that's that. Great, that works. And my messages are opening up. Give me a second. Okay, this can go away. Should make myself bigger. Hello, hello. Smaller. I think that's a good size. And we're gonna close this. It says YouTube connection error, but 2 people are watching. Close. Here we go. And that's that. It's working. Went to a Peruvian place today. I don't need that. And that's done. Okay. Close.
Huge. Oh, dude. Oh my god.
Good.
What a good fucking old bro.
So that went through.
That was such a good old dumb
Let's
bitch.
opening up. Let's open up some of this stuff that I'm working on right now. And we're gonna go Peruvian music. We're gonna go to Samba Malato. And let's take a look at that one right now, because that's what I'm working on at the moment. And let me grab my glasses. Oh, fuck. Alright, here we go. There we go. Yep, okay, cool. This is what I'm working on at the moment. Let's make that a little bit bigger.
I need heels.
I have my stuff here. Let's check out all this stream information. No se oye.
I'm going around the point.
No se oye. Oh, interesting. Hmm. Nada? Mama, no me oyes? Oh, my mom's here. My mom's here. Huh. I wonder why. Audio capture. I mean, that's audio input. It should be. Me deberían de escuchar. Audio output, audio input. Yeah. I don't know.
Huge. Okay.
Ahora sí. Ah, ya me escuchan. Ok. Bacán. Ya. Ok. Chévere. Connected. Ya, a ver, un momentito. Muy bajito. Ok. mejor o de repente tienes que subirle todo el volumen.
Yo no me quiero ir de aquí. No me quiero ir de aquí. Que se vayan ellos.
¿Mejor o no, vieja? Estoy tratando de hablar. Tienes que decirme si es que sigue muy bajo o si es que está mejor. Está a todo y sigue... Sigue muy bajo. Sigue muy bajo. Me estás diciendo que sigue muy bajo. Tampoco voy a poner el micrófono a la boca, pues. Tengo el volumen listo alto. Está todo. Bueno, no sé. Ok. Bueno, ya pues, ¿qué voy a hacer? Me tengo que pegar el teléfono a mi oído. Anna. Hello. Hello.
What?
Can you listen to me on the iPad? Is it coming loud? Is it coming soft? You just muted yourself. You just muted yourself.
I haven't been able to get the message. I haven't received anything, is what I'm saying.
I sent it to you. I sent it to you already.
I know you sent it to me. I haven't gotten it. Because I see it on my phone that you sent it, but my iPad's not receiving it.
Ya que, mamá, ya que. ¿Se escucha? ¿No se escucha? ¿Qué cosa? Ya que. ¿Qué significa ya? ¿Puedo hablar? No, no puedes hablar. Como que en tu iPad no se ve nada. ¿Estás en YouTube? O sea, yo veo los comentarios. ¿Cómo no se ve nada? Video capture. Sí, sí que. ¿Me escuchas? Ya, me escuchas bien. Ok. No puedes ver nada. La pantalla está negra. No entiendo. Mm. That's weird. I'll talk. I gotta check stuff on my phone. I can't. Ma. No sé qué decirte. En mi teléfono aparece. No sé qué decirte. En mi teléfono aparece. No sé por qué en el tuyo no. Ok. Bueno. Okay. Oh boy. All right. I see two people watching, but I don't know who you are. So I need you to check in. I know one of them is my mother, which is funny. That's nice. That's really nice. That's great. Hi, mom. Who else is watching? Can I just get a quick check-in? That'd be great. Okay, so I'm gonna play some music here, and let's see if it's audible or not. And I'm gonna use I'm gonna use title actually. So I'm gonna close this because I don't need this anymore. I know it's working, and I'm gonna close that. Although I do need this though because of the chat. So maybe I'll just make it really small and I'll put it in the background here. Boom. But I need the chat. Okay, so lesson learned. I need a secondary screen for that stuff. That's totally fine. Let's let title open up here. And actually, let's not use title. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's just use YouTube. And let's drag this out. Close that. Fantastic. Here we go. I don't have access to the chat at the moment because I need a secondary screen. I learned my lesson. So I'm gonna ask, can you hear that music? Can you hear that? Yeah, okay, cool. Chévere. Can you hear that? Can you hear the piano? Yes? No? You can enter in the chat. Maybe. ¿Se escucha? Guys, why is my mom the only one that's actually giving me support right now? Like, y'all are more than welcome to join the chat. Like, she's not the only one that can contribute. Okay? I come on, give me a little love here. Okay. I'm gonna close this. For now. Welcome. So I'm gonna need a secondary screen. I need a secondary screen off to the side so I can put the chat on there so that I can so I can see who's typing. Because if I close this, and you have access to my screen, so you're looking at everything that I'm looking at. So if I close this, oh, the chat stays open. Let's go. Okay, cool. So, all right, I'm gonna put this off to the side here, and I'm just gonna go here. Oh, and then it disappears. I see. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, you know what? No, as I said, if I close that, then the chat disappears, and this is this right here. But let's just move forward. I will take care of this. I will take care of this. Welcome to the chat. I'm still learning. What is life but a learning process? Okay, so I'm gonna put this off to the side. And so what I've been working on is Samba Malato. Samba Malato is a traditional, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to record this. Yes, I am. Perfect. I am recording now. We're live. We've been live for 16 minutes. We've been recording for a little bit. Fantastic. So welcome the 6 viewers that are here. Thank you all for being here. This is my little studio in Oakland. I live in a 2-2, and this is that second bedroom that I use to record and do stuff and things like that. So let's get started. So I've been transcribing Samba Malato, which is it's a traditional Peruvian tune. And this is Susana Baca's version. This is the version that I was introduced to. Nicomedes Santa Cruz was actually the first person to record this song back in like the 60s. And it was a bit more, it didn't have the chorus it didn't have the verse that Susana Baca's version has, which is este pajarito pecho colorado, ese pajarito, which is a really nice verse. I really like it. And so which is right here, right here. Ba ba da ba da da. Ba da bi da da. Ba da ba ba dee da. Be da be da da. And then that's where I'm at right now. So I gotta listen to it. I gotta figure out what's gonna come next, and then I have to just transcribe it. That's all we're doing, transcribing. And you're more than welcome to type in the chat. Like, I want to know what you're thinking. Is it audible? Is it not audible? Are you into this? Are you not into this? Let me know. So let's listen. Right, so that's that. So if you haven't noticed, the style, what we call this, it's a lando. Lando are typically felt in 6 or 12/8 or 3/4 or 6/8. It really it varies, but I think that 12/8, 6/8 are the roots of Afro-Peruvian music, based on the research that I've done, based on the harmonic progressions, based on how everything works. Like you can see from the beginning, and if I'm not mistaken, David Pinto made this arrangement, and David lives here in the Bay Area in San Francisco, which I think is fantastic. So I have access to all of these incredible musicians, incredible resources that have been helping me out and in a way guiding me indirectly. So just by listening to their music, it's been very, very helpful and educational. So the beginning here goes ding 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 dong, ding 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 dong, ding 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 dong, ding 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 dong, da 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 bam bam, da 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 bam bam, samba malato, and then the chorus lando samba malato, lando samba malato, lando samba malato, lando. La negra se pasea por la batea, lando a la cucurú. And then the lyrics change a little bit. It depends on whose version you're really listening to. But that's the chorus. It's really interesting. But we're past that. I'll come back to that a little bit, right? So then it repeats. Ba da 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 da, ba da 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 da. Da, 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 and then repeats. It's kind of like the A section. It's kind of like an A. It's like a call and response, which is very African based. It's very, you can really feel the African diaspora here. You listen to music from West Africa, you listen to music from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Congo, from oh my goodness, even music from Morocco, which is, just northwest. Like, you hear that call and response. You hear it in American music. This is straight from Africa. This is a very African influential thing. Like, this is exactly what it is. And so, again, ba-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. There's the response. There's the call. Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da, da-da-da-da-da-dee-dee, ba-da-da-dee-da. Ba-da, da-da, da-da-da, ba-da. So everything that's in red is essentially the response to the call that is in black ink, right? And then you have here a section where you don't really have a response. You just have a call. You just have a new melody that actually goes to major. Which would be kind of like D flat major, because this song is in B flat minor, so just the relative minor, and it goes to the relative major. So este pajarito pecho colorado, este pajarito pecho colorado, eso te sucede negro por enamorado, and then it goes back to the B flat minor with a call and response chorus, which is what I'm trying to transcribe at the moment, and I'm hoping that Twitch doesn't cancel me because there was this whole rule of like not playing music that doesn't belong to you. But technically, this is a traditional song, though it is a version that belongs to Susana Baca and David Pinto. Um, I'm using this for educational purposes, so it shouldn't be an issue. And most of the music that I show on here will be shown for educational purposes, anyways. So we'll see. Hello, I see that we have a new viewer. I don't know who it is. You can say hey on the chat. Welcome. Thank you to joining the test channel. I am transcribing right now Susana Baca's version of Samba Malato, which is a traditional Afro-Peruvian tune. And so we are going to continue this. And it's just going to be some moments of silence where I might not talk just because I'm listening and I'm thinking. But feel free to type in a comment or whatever you think, whether you like it or not. Thank you. So I got to back up a little bit, actually. Yeah. Oh, a little bit more. So, now I'm just gonna add here. I'm just gonna make it long because I like sustaining some of these notes. And I am writing it for voice technically, but I always transpose it, and I can make it for trumpet, I can make it for tenor, I can make it for trombone, for whatever other instrumentation I feel like making it. Right, it really all depends on the arrangement that I'm making. Right now, I'm just transcribing as closely as I can to the voice. The melody, it's 6/8. So I'm counting 3. Dun tu ka tu ku ka tu ka tu ku ka tu ka tu ku ka. But you can also count the dotted quarter. Ta ka ta ka ta ka ta tu ka tu ku ka tu ka tu ku ka tu ka tu ku ka. So if you're feeling that dotted quarter, then it turns into 12/8. Sort of. Or just 2/4. Or rather, I mean, it's so much math. You can like count it in so many different ways, and they're all interesting. They're all fascinating, but I like to do this song in 6/8 because of the rhythmic speed, because of the harmonic speed. Okay, so there is a lot of stuff carrying over the bar line, but you have measures that are sometimes not even. They're just not even, and it doesn't make sense to have like a 5, or rather a 4-bar 12/8 phrase with one 12/8 bar. I'd rather just have 6/8 bars, which would be like, I don't know, 9 6/8 bars, I guess. It's a little confusing. I'm still getting used to it, but I found that 6/8 is kind of the way I like approaching it because it helps me break it down a little bit easier. So I guess you could make it, this here could be like a 12/8 bar. Like this whole thing can be one measure, and this whole thing can be one measure. But I think it's just a lot clearer seeing where the phrase ends. Here's the downbeat of the new measure. Here is the end of the phrase. Here's the beginning of the new one, or rather the response, which is at the end of the second measure, going into the first beat of the new measure, right? So I've essentially split one 12/8 measure into the half, which again, half of 12 is 6, but to me it just looks a little bit cleaner to be able to look at it like this. It's carrying over the bar line. That's because that's normal. We see that in popular music. We see it in jazz. We see it in pop. We see it in everything. So it's not unusual. It's not uncomfortable, So, it looks like we lost a follower, but that's okay. It is a test stream after all. So, And I am recording this. It's 11 minutes. So let's keep going. Ese pajarito, pecho colorado. Ese pajarillo, pecho colorado. Eso te sucede, negro. Por enamorado, por enamorado. And then there, por enamorado. And that's already minor at that point, so we have to keep an ear out for that. So let's try that again. Pajarillo, sucede negro. And we gotta count that one. Oh. So, para da. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, para da da. That's just all eighth notes, and it's a lot easier to feel if you're feeling the triplet. Da 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 da, right? Pa do, oh, pa do da do, pa do pa. 1, 2, 3, 1, pa do da. Eso te sucede, negro. Paro da. Paro pa. Paro pa pura. So I'm gonna try this. Let's see. Paro da. So paro da do da do. Da 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 da. One more time. This one's tough. This is a tough one. Ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. 2, 3, 1. Da da da. Da 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 da. So so right here it's gonna be da 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 in the quarter note da 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 ba, and immediately she goes up. So ba da 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 ba da. So, and I like doing that. I like moving forward and then coming back to a phrase that I maybe didn't understand the first time. And that's okay. Just like, you remember you're doing tests in middle school and high school, and they tell you, oh, if you're stuck on a question, just move on to the next one and mark it so you can always come back to it. Who says we have to transcribe the solo or the melody or whatever the fuck it is from the beginning all the way through to the end without skipping over? As long as you're doing the math and you're like, oh, okay, this phrase begins on this measure, so I have to leave this much space. Why not? Do it. I mean, it's gonna be easier. For me, it's easier to just backtrack, because then I'm also doing math just in a different way. I'm not doing addition math. I'm just kind of having to figure out what would be the more appropriate rhythm so that it fits in what I've just skipped over. Does that make sense? So let's see. Hold on. I just got a message. What is this? I'm sorry. Give me one quick second here. All right, here we go. Lando. So, what was I saying? What was I saying? Yeah, you can skip over stuff that you don't know. If it's some rhythmic thing that just feels weird, find the next big downbeat. find where it's like, oh, that's a very clear one, and start from there. And it's like, what note? Ba-da-dee-da-da. Oh, that's one. That's one. That is downbeat of one. You know, and then just kind of make your way back. So if you feel stuck, I think that's a great thing to do. It's not, you don't have to work on that one measure without moving forward. If you want to move forward, you can come back to it. So that's what I like to do. It makes my life a lot easier. So here we go. Oops, it came up on me. I'm sorry. That's clearly one. There, that measure is done. Now I can just focus on this right here. What happened here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I believe it's an F to A flat here. And we can always test it by listening to measure 48. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna tie here, and then we're gonna put a, we're gonna do it like that. It's not my favorite way of doing it, but it'll work. And so another thing that helps when you're transcribing vocalists is if you know the lyrics. If you know the lyrics, you're able to sing along with what you've written down. And so you're kind of, you know, putting it together. So let's take a listening back from measure 48. Oh, no. All right, here we go. 48. All right, I go. Eso te sucede, negro, por enamorado. Eso te sucede, negro, por enamorado. Lando. And then that's, you know, so you're doing like mere math. You're getting ahead of it. I did this. I did these two measures. Done. I know that shit is correct. 100%. Now you just go back and be like, oh, what could possibly fit here? And this is what fits. You only have 8 notes. It's 6/8. I'm sorry, it's 6/8. You only have 6 notes. You're not gonna have more than 6. It's just about, you know, placing them a little bit better and figuring out which one is like the most accurate way of placing them. And that's it. Oh, we lost 4 people. So we only have 2 viewers now. But that's okay. I'm still doing my thing. ¿Me escuchan? ¿Todavía se escucha bien? ¿Todo? Is everything clear? You can always check in on me. Say bien. ¿Se escucha todo bien? ¿Se escucha todo bien? ¿Se ve bien? ¿Me entienden? And we have 4 viewers again. Yes. Oh, it's my baby. That's my baby. Thank you, baby. Good. Fantastic. Awesome. Moving forward. Thank you. Looks good. Sounds good. Yes. Thank you. See that right there. That's support right there. It's my baby and it's my mama. And I mean, come on now. What else do you need, right? In this world, just your baby and your mama. That's all you need. A baby, that's my baby right there. So, moving on. And we have now, let's keep going. And so, and that's, again, very clearly a downbeat. So guess what? It just repeats. And you can just go copy and paste the hell out of this thing, put it there, and copy and paste. And guess what? Now you just got to fill in the blank. It's easy. It's not that bad. Transcribing vocalists, you have 4. Yes, that's my mom. Thank you. I like that, son. Thank you. Gracias. You like that song. Sí, la canción a mí me gusta mucho. Samba Malto es muy linda la canción. La versión de Nicomé de Santa Cruz es la original. No pueden escribir. Probablemente porque no tienen cuenta de YouTube. Ya, está bien, no pasa nada. Con tal que puedan ver, está bien, no pasa nada. Okay, so, moving forward. Let's figure out what she sang here. I gotta count that. One more time. 1, 2, 3. So, okay, so this is gonna be an eighth note, tied to a dotted quarter. And you know what? Because this is gonna help us. I'm gonna make this nice and short. There you go. Okay. Because the value of the note. So, ba-da-dee-da-da. The space still matters, and I would rather make it a short quarter note than just an eighth note followed by an eighth rest. Right? Ba ba. And if you're thinking of it in 3/4, then you're pretty much hitting that on beat 2. But if you're thinking about it in 6/8, you're hitting that as the third part of that triplet. Ba da dee da da ba ba 1 ba. It's right before 2, but it's actually 2. So there's one thing that we need to understand when we're looking at this type of music. It's a coexistence between duple and triple. It's a coexistence between duple and triple. What does that mean? That it's happening at the same time. You have instruments that are playing duple time. You have instruments that are playing in triple time. And somehow it magically coincides. Sometimes it creates polyrhythms. So you have the 6/3, or the 2/3. And it also means that you will be switching back and forth between triple and duple. So you're going to have one measure that has da 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 da. That's triplets. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. But you're putting the accent on a different place. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. The next measure you're going to have da da dee da dee da da. Duple. You're just going to go back and forth between the two. And I don't think it's fair for us to look at something that's 6/8 or 12/8 and then write dotted eighths or dotted 16ths as if to make it, like the half. No, I don't like that. What I like to do is I will group the eighth notes differently. So this right here, this is triple. Da 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 da. This is not one da da da. You know what I mean? This is not and 2 and 1. This is 2 3 4 6 1. I am thinking it and I am feeling it as triple. I am not thinking about this as duple. And once I start sharing all of these transcriptions, you will notice that I am writing and beaming the eighth notes differently when I am writing, or rather when the phrase is felt in 6/8, and when it's felt in 3/4, right? So when it's felt in a triplet or when it's felt in duple. So that's how I like to approach it. No one's taught me this. This is stuff that I'm just kind of figuring out on my own based on my own performances, based on the music that I've read from other people, based on what I'm listening to. And I'll show you other stuff. Today is going to be nice and sweet. I'll probably wrap out in about like 15 more minutes, like 8:45 I'll wrap up. But this is my approach to this. So, let's keep going. Here we have. Yeah, that's a tough one. Hold on. Oh yeah, that. Oh, that's. Oh, fuck me, dude. That's tough. Hold on, that's hard. Da 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 ba da 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 ba da ba da. I think it might be this. Ba. Da 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 ba ba ba. So ba. Let me see. I mean, ba. It might be that. Let's see. Nice. Josh Gelman coming in clutch with more information and assistance. That is always welcomed. Um, and again, just keep the comments going. Like, I want to make sure that everything I'm saying is clear, the volume is okay, you can see everything that's on my screen. O sea, like, se ve todo, se escucha bien, me entienden. El volumen de la música, el volumen del piano, todo está bien, todo está bien, ¿ok? Necesito que me que me cuenten si es que está bien, si es que falta algo. Todos estos comentarios me ayudan para que me pueda preparar mejor para la próxima vez, right? So that for the next time, I need to hear the comments. I need to know if it's too loud, if it's too soft. This is a test after it's my first time ever doing this. So I'm hoping it's going okay. So let me know if the volume is too low, if you can hear the music, if the piano's working, and just feedback. Essentially, I need feedback. Necesito que me digan si es que está bien o está mal o lo que sea. So, okay. A ver, continuamos. Let's continue. Actually, I gotta listen to this. Let's listen to this. 52. Yeah, that sounds good to me. I think that's it. It's not super accurate because as a vocalist, you do get to stretch a little bit, and I'm not trying to get into micro rhythms at all. Yeah, I think here it gets a little stretchy. Just a tad, not terribly. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Well, let's listen again. And we're starting. I think that's super accurate. I'm sorry. I think that's really on point. Pero te sucede negro por enamorado. Eso te sucede negro por enamorado. And obviously here it feels a little bit rushed. One tarari tara, but you gotta remember that this is not Western music. El piano un poquito más alto. Okay, I can do that. I can do that just a little bit. But what I can do next time is I can actually, I think I can plug it into the interface. Gracias. Thank you for the feedback. So this is not Western music. This is not, classical music where you have, but even then, even in classical music, you have retards and you have alargandos and you have all of this stuff that pulls the music back. You have stuff that pulls the music back. If somebody's conducting and they're asking you to slow it down, and then boom, you go back to a tempo. That's a thing that exists, and it doesn't just exist in Western classical music. It exists in African music. It exists to this very day. We still see it, and you hear it here. You listen to music from Colombia, bullerengue. You listen to music from Puerto Rico, the plena bomba, all of those barriles and everything, and you hear them mess with the tempo, and you can do that. You just have to be very in tune with your band. They have to listen to you, because this is the vocal music. This is music that's based on lyrics. This is based on what the vocalist is cueing. This is not harmonic based music. This is not like, oh, the chord has to change on beat, the end of 4 no matter what. No, it does not. The vocalist or the lead instrumentalist tells you when to change. And if they want to hold on to that tension note for a tiny bit longer, then they have every right to do that. And you got to go with them. And that's called stretching. But it's done so beautifully. And it's just a little bit of pull, because you're still going to get that resolution right where you want to hear it. Right? So, fuck. This shit's dope, man. This music is incredible. Like, it's so incredible. So let's listen to that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Like, oh, you know what I mean? It was metric. I'm still counting. I'm keeping time. I counted 3, 4, and I counted 6, 8, and that shit still landed on beat 1. Even though there was stretching and pulling and a little bit of that tension in between. I'm aroused. Damn, this shit is dope. Okay, moving on. You ready? Here we go. Next part. Ba-da-da, ba-da. And then we have a chorus. Lando, lando, samba, lando, lando. And I like the harmony. Lando, lando, samba, lando, lando. And you can even add another voice to that. Lando, lando, samba, lando, lando. But that's, now we're getting into like more, not upper extension, but it's just not harmony that you would normally hear in Peruvian music. It's not, it's a sweet simplicity. That's really what it is. It's a sweet simplicity, you know? It looks like I have 5 people joining. I would just like to know who it be. Who are you? What are you doing here? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What is your name? I know my mama's here. I know my grandma, I think, is here. And I know my girlfriend is here. My baby's here. Who else is here? Show yourself. Present yourself. I will not call you out. I'll probably just send you a message and be like, hey, thanks for joining. But I have maybe a few more minutes. And let's see how much I can get this done. Ready? You hear that? You hear that harmony? It's nice. Lando, lando, samba, lando, lando. Lando, lando, samba, lando, lando. All right, let's figure that out. ba bo ba bo ba bo ba da da da. One more time. So that's gonna be on beat 2. 1 bam 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 bam. My mom's messaging me. She says she says I has to be more professional. Well, I'm just gonna say okay. I can curse if I want. I want to curse because this is my stream. It's not meant for kids. I'm gonna curse. Cool? Great. Thank you. And we have here. Oh, so we're gonna go to layer number 2, and we're gonna go Lando Lando ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da. So ba da 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 ba da 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 bum bum da 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 da. Yeah. So layer 2, and we're gonna put a quarter rest. Bum 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 ba da dee da dee bum bum. So there's a lot of like that missing the downbeat, getting to the getting to the finish line before the downbeat, so that anticipation. And so because of that anticipation, that's where that like triple time kind of comes in. Dun dun bum bum go ding gang gang bum 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 ba dee da dee bum bum. You know, it's that anticipation that gives it that swing, and that swing insinuates that triple time, and it's better represented. Tus mis cuatro amores, right? So it's my mom, my grandma, my godmother, Anna. So who's the 5th? We have a mystery person. Who is the 5th? Mystery indeed. Fascinating. Let's keep going, and I'll wrap up here. Bum 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 ba dee da dee bum bum. 1. So let me see. Sir. Okay. Dun dun bum bum da dee da dee dun dun. I mean, I don't quarter note. Bum 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 bum. 1 2 3 1 bum 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 bum. Tied. 1 bum 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 bum. I need to do my keyboard here. Bum 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 bum. And it's just all upbeats if you're thinking of it in 3/4. 1 dun dun dun. 1 dun dun tie it. Shit. Tie it. So 2 3 1 ba 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 da dee da dee. So we go here, da 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 dee, da 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 dee, da 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 dee, da da e. Tie it. 1 2, 3, 1, da 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 dee. Try it again. Da da da. 1, 2, 3, 1, da 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 dee. Da da da. Da da da. Da 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 dee. 1, 2, 3, 1, da 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 dee. Da da da. I gotta listen to Wayne. I gotta listen again. Yeah. Yeah. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Da da ba ba da 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 and just copy and paste it because life is sweet. Life is easy when you're able to do those types of things. 56, and let's listen. I mean, God, I'm good. Fuck. I love it. Love to see it. I see 4 viewers, but it's probably one of my homies. And that's totally fair. Well, I'm going to advertise this real quick, so give me a second. Incredible. Okay. Do I still see 5? Yes, I still see 5. So I'm here streaming. We're talking about Afro-Peruvian music and my transcription of a popular traditional song, Samba Malato. However, the version that I'm doing is the Susana Baca version, and I have 5 viewers. Yay! Hello! You can be viewer 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Just click on the links. Okay. I tried. Hasta mañana, vieja. Okay, that's my mama. So, that's the chorus. Let's listen to that one more time. Hello? One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. See that, like that right there, there's 1, 2, and then on the third measure is when it begins again. On the third measure is when it begins again. And I can just go here. Nope. Yep. And delete that because I don't need that. I don't need it. I just need, beautiful. I just need the chorus. But the second time I think is when they add the harmony, right? No, the harmony is both times. So let's just add that in real quick. And it's just a minor third. It's just a third. No biggie. No big. Oh, I keep pressing on the wrong thing. No biggie. Quarter note here. Ba-da. Now we can go over to our 8th note. But did you notice one thing? That when you're listening to that, the main melody, Lando, Lando, Samba, Lando, Lando, that's the root. That's the bottom voice. Or rather, maybe the middle voice if they're putting somewhere underneath. But that's the middle voice. So you still have something above that. But that harmony above it is not the main. That's not the main melody. That's not what people are going home and singing. They're not going Lando, Lando, Samba Lando, Lando. No, they're singing Lando, Lando, Samba Lando, Lando. So I went to jazz school. I was taught like jazz and traditional harmony methods. And do you have any idea how many times I got shitted on for even mentioning, oh, what if you have a saxophone section, but the melody line is like tenor 1, and then you have 2 voices above it for harmony, and then 2 voices below it. No, no, you can't do that. That's not the melody. The melody has to be in the lead voice. Oh, okay, but like no, it doesn't. It clearly doesn't. It's just about how loud each note is played, how loud each voice is performed. And clearly, my Twitch stream isn't working. Oh, that's a shame. It says active, doesn't it? Hold on here. Let's see what it says. It says sending data. What the heck? Why are they both offline? Stream information. Huh. Okay. Where's my phone? It's working for me. Yeah, it works. I know, I just saw the message. Hi, baby, it works. Why wasn't it working before? I mean, I'm asking a question to somebody that probably is not able to answer it. I can't tell you why not. It says online now for both of them. That's my status. So I have 1 person on Twitch, which is probably Anna, and then 4 people on YouTube. I'm totally okay with that. Totally fine. I had restricted access. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's the lack of account. I don't know. Let's keep going. And I'll be done 4 more minutes. I'm gonna wrap up here, okay? So we have the harmony. Let's just put in the harmony and let's just call it a day. All right, so boom, ba da da da, E flat here, and then ends on the I don't need to tie that. I don't like this tie. I'm not a big fan of that one. But it, again, like mathematically, it makes sense. And what I'm gonna do here is just, because this is a pain in the ass, because I don't know how to do it faster yet. Copy, paste, beautiful. And take that out, take that out. Yeah, cool. Done. Okay, so now we're gonna go here and listen to it from measure 53. So te sucede negro por enamorado ando lando. Lando, 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 lando. I mean, that's just that works beautifully, does it not? I'll answer that for you. It does. It does. It works beautifully. So, boom. Oh, hello. Layer 1. That's why. I need to be in layer 2. And we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here, because that's what that was missing. And that's everything. Oh, we're missing a tie here. And this is very tedious stuff. It's just the small details that really make a difference. tie on the top and the bottom, tie on the top and the bottom, tie on the top and the bottom, top of the bottom, top of the bottom, top of the bottom, and then here's where I need to fix that. Cool. Okay, that's it. I mean, so I'm doing the melody for the most part, if you can tell. I did the bass line at the beginning, but let's take a listen from the beginning, okay? So it's gonna start off with percussion. And then, you know, going nuts. Here we go, guitar. Two, three, one. Ba-da-da-da-da. Lando, da lando, da da ba ba da 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 da. Lando, da ma ba da. You hear that call and response? Lando, Lando, and then here comes a new chorus or verse. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1. Good. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap up here. It's 9 o'clock. I've pretty much been live for an hour. Thank you to everybody that joined. Oh, I have 9 people now. It's lit. No, but I'm about to wrap up. Play Wonderwall. Juan, I don't know Wonderwall. Well, if it's 9 people, can I get a check-in? I mean, you know, depending. Fuck it. Maybe should I keep going? Should I just keep going? I feel like I'm getting some momentum here. So, but again, I want to talk to you people. I want to know what you're feeling. Like you got to talk to me. Not you, Juan. I don't want to hear about Wonderwall. We're not doing Wonderwall right now. Maybe later. If you pay me enough, I might do it later. But hey, you're an unemployed med school student, so I'm probably not going to be able to see any money for a few years. So it's on credit then. Moving on. Fuck it. Let's keep going. Why not? I'll do 30 more minutes. I just clicked the wrong button. Here we go. So this repeats. And here we go. Samba lando lando. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. One, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna repeat these measures because that's gonna make my life a lot easier. Okay, or not. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're gonna come here and we're just gonna do a simple repeat. Boom. And so again, this one kind of works out, right? Because if I have 6/8 here, this is one measure, 12/8. This is measure 2 of 12/8, and this is measure 3 of 12/8. I don't know why, but in my head, it just makes more sense to have 6 measures than 3, because 6 measures, you can still group it up into 2 groups of 3, but if you do 3 measures, it just kind of feels a little awkward. It feels a little awkward. So that's why, that's, you know, part of the reason why I've chosen to do 6/8. Wonder Juan, I don't know how to kick you out, but once I learn, you're in for it. Moving on. So let's see how many times that repeats though. And here we go. Second time. Third time. So it just repeats 3 times, and I'm gonna mark that, and I'm gonna go over here to my little rehearsal mark tool, and I'm gonna just write in 3 times, 3x, and okay, assign, and boom, and that's it. And so now, I'm only doing the vocal stuff at the moment. I need to do the bass and the chords and everything, but I've recently started this song, so I know I have a lot left. And I do have a little EQ equalizer here. I forget, it's a Behringer, and I get a little bass boost, so it helps, especially with the baby bass. David Pinto was playing baby bass here, and it's a beautiful sound. It's very like, it's just very homey. I love it. But sometimes it gets buried between the cajon bass. Tung, king, kung, kung, king, kung, king, kung, kung. So hearing that kung, 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 he hits that. He hits those rhythms occasionally, and sometimes the pitch gets hidden, so you're not really able to distinguish what note it is. I mean, you can, at the end of the day, you can, but it's tough. It's tough. It's definitely a little bit tough. At least it is tough for me. But we're gonna wrap up here. I'm just gonna click save. I'm gonna say thank you to everybody that joined me for my first testing stream. I did not get canceled on Twitch for playing music. Thank you all so much for coming. And good night. And I will keep y'all updated on to when my next time it will be. And I do have an extra light, but it looks like I did not need it. Good night. Thank you, everyone. I'm really happy. Thank y'all for joining me. It really means a lot. Goodbye.